In the heart of 19th century America, where fortunes rose with steel, silver, and steam, one name gleamed brighter than all others: Tiffany. To the world, it meant diamonds, elegance, a tiny blue box that promised everything. But to understand what Tiffany truly was, you must go back. This is the story of Louis Comfort Tiffany, and it begins with his father, Charles Louis Tiffany, the man who brought America its first taste of luxury. Charles Louis Tiffany was born in 1812 in the quiet village of Killingly, Connecticut. His father ran a textile mill, and young Charles learned business not in ballrooms, but amid bolts of cloth and the smell of dye. He was clever, ambitious, and, like so many in that young nation, hungry for something greater. At 25, he borrowed $1,000 from his father and moved to New York City. There, he and his childhood friend John B. Young opened a stationery and fancy goods store. The shop sold odds and ends at first, trinkets and imported wares. But Charles had a vision. He believed that Americans deserved fine things, crafted with European care but imbued with American spirit. And so, Tiffany & Company was born. That same year, Charles met and married Harriet Olivia Avery Young, John's sister. Together, they had 6 children. Among them, a boy named Louis, born in 1848. The child who would inherit not his father's business, but something even more rare: his independence. Louis Comfort Tiffany was not like his father. While Charles saw beauty in precision, Louis saw it in color. While Charles shaped a business from silver and stone, Louis sketched birds, flowers, and sunsets with charcoal and brush. He studied at military academies, but his passion was always art. Teachers came: George Inness, Samuel Coleman, Leon Belly, and left impressed. In his 20s, Louis roamed Europe and North Africa, sketching mosques in Cairo, stained glass in Paris, minarets in Constantinople. He fell in love not with wealth, but with design: ancient patterns, light on water, mosaics in forgotten temples. And when he returned, he had a mission: to bring beauty into the homes of ordinary Americans, not through diamonds, but through glass. By the 1870s, Louis had already made a name for himself as a painter, then as an interior designer. In 1872, he married Mary Woodbridge Goddard, and the couple had 3 children. Tragedy struck early. Mary died in 1884. 2 years later, Louis remarried, this time to Louise Wakeman Knox. They had 5 more children, including a daughter named Dorothy, who would grow up to be a pioneer in child psychoanalysis and the close companion of Anna Freud. But Louis's legacy would not be psychological, it would be visual. In the late 1870s, he teamed up with some of the era's brightest minds: Candace Wheeler, Lockwood de Forest, Samuel Coleman, and formed the Associated Artists. Together, they decorated the homes of the wealthy, the interiors of the White House, and the library of Mark Twain. But Louis wanted more than design. He wanted invention. In 1885, he founded the Tiffany Glass Company, later known as Tiffany Studios. There, he developed a new type of glass. He called it favril, from the old French word for handmade. This was not ordinary stained glass. It shimmered, it flowed, it caught the light like water and scattered it like fire. Unlike traditional techniques that painted color onto glass, Louis embedded the color within it, layer upon layer. The result was alive, dynamic, each piece unique. His studio grew. At its height, over 300 artisans worked under him. He personally rejected any piece that didn't meet his exacting standards. Many of the artists were women, brilliant designers often hidden behind the veil of anonymity. Today, we know them as the Tiffany Girls, and soon from these hands came the most iconic lamp in American history. The Tiffany lamp was not just an object, it was a revolution. No two were the same: dragonflies with jeweled wings, cascading wisteria, blooming poppies, all made from hand-cut opalescent glass. Light danced through them. What had once been functional became fantastical. Museums took notice. So did the world. At the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, Louis unveiled a chapel unlike any other. Stained glass windows, mosaics, a domed ceiling glowing with sacred gold. Visitors wept. Critics gasped. Tiffany had turned light into faith. When Charles died in 1902, Louis was named Tiffany & Company's first design director. He honored the name, but forged his own path. Jewelry, yes, but not like his father's. His was bolder, stranger, more alive. Nature in gold, fire in enamel. In 1905, he completed Laurelton Hall, a sprawling estate on Long Island that brought together every aspect of his vision: architecture, glass, ceramics, gardens, and light. It was a dream made real, but dreams can fade. The Art Nouveau style fell out of fashion. The Great Depression loomed. In 1932, Tiffany Studios went bankrupt. A year later, Louis Comfort Tiffany died. He left behind no factories, no diamonds, no heirs to a company. But he left something far more powerful. He left a way of seeing. Today, Tiffany lamps sell for millions. His windows hang in cathedrals and museums. His chapel from 1893 lives on in the Morse Museum in Florida. And that shimmering, swirling glass, Favril, is still unrivaled. Louis Comfort Tiffany did not build an empire. He built a legacy of wonder. He took the brilliance of his father and refracted it through light, color, and time. So the next time you see a Tiffany lamp glowing softly in the dark, know that it wasn't made for riches. It was made for beauty. And beauty, unlike gold, never fades. If this story moved you, inspired you, or revealed something new, don't let it end here. Subscribe for more untold stories of brilliance, vision, and the people who changed the world in quiet, luminous ways.